Ubisoft's latest open-world extravaganza, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, is out and about, garnering controversy and actually being fun to play. Surprising absolutely no one though, the world is massive and contains a number of details, some hidden and others in plain sight. So let's take a look at some of the more interesting references and Easter eggs present in the game and where you can find them. Black Panther. Remember that iconic scene near the waterfall in Black Panther? No, not the second more tragic scene, but the first one as T'Challa battles M'Baku for the title of king. Odyssey has a slight reference to that. Just head to the Gortin waterfall in Masara and you'll find two men battling it out on a cliff overlooking a waterfall. A few spectators are even witnessing this, cheering jubilantly. You can even kick one of the combatants down the waterfall and decide the battle for them, just like in the movie. Well, almost. Splinter Cell. For a company that seems shy about releasing a new Splinter Cell game, Ubisoft definitely likes to tease us about the series. In London, during the present day, if you move about Layla's little room of operations, you'll find various objects belonging to different Ubisoft franchises. One of those is Splinter Cell, or, to be more specific, Sam's night vision goggles atop a stack of cardboard boxes. Layla will even comment that these look to be third echelon, before wondering if it's actually fourth. At this point, we're not quite sure either. Rabbids. Look around Layla's room some more and you'll even find a statue for a rabbit on the shelf. Layla even comments, "Bois?" which is probably a rabbit thing. As such, the franchise has had more luck than Splinter Cell, with Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle released last year for the Nintendo Switch, so it seems relevant enough to include. The FRYE twins. Layla's not done yet though. Upon looking out of her window at the Big Ben clock tower in London, she wonders if the FRYE twins would still recognize the city. This is a reference to EVIE and Jacob Frye, the dual protagonists of Assassin's Creed Syndicate responsible for liberating London from the Templars. They also started a gang and joined the Ghost Club with Charles Dickens to disprove the existence of paranormal shenanigans. Yeah, Syndicate was a pretty weird game in its own right. EVIE, the Special Lieutenant. Speaking of EVIE Frye, she's actually available in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, though not directly playable. She serves as a special lieutenant that can be hired for your ship crew. To unlock her, sign into the Ubisoft Club, which requires a Uplay account, so bite the bullet, and navigate to the club page. Find the Rewards tab, and EVIE is available to unlock. Head to your ship, select a special lieutenant, and EVIE is part of the crew. Unfortunately, the process is a lot more painful for PC owners, as they must unlock the Master Assassin badge as a Ubisoft Club challenge. That requires earning 7,500 XP in all of the Assassin's Creed titles. The strange thing is that we've heard of a few players unlocking EVIE even if they just played a few of the Assassin's Creed games over the years, so hopefully if you're on PC, luck favors you. Sword in the Stone. Head to the highest mountain in Laconia and eventually you'll come across some materials and a sword embedded in stone. You can't pull the sword out, and it really doesn't serve any purpose aside from being there. Fans have speculated about this being King Arthur's sword, Excalibur, but that was located in a lake, and a completely different era. It could have been a Dark Souls reference, but the sword neither marks a bonfire nor has embers falling off of it, so the mystery continues. SHAY Patrick Cormac. It's easy to forget about Assassin's Creed Rogue and the tale of SHAY Patrick Cormac, the New York-born Irish assassin who turned over to the Templar side. In Rogue, SHAY did his fair share of sailing, exploring, and killing assassins, including the father of Arno, the protagonist of Assassin's Creed Unity. In Odyssey, there may be a slight reference to SHAY when Layla speaks to Alana Ryan. As Alana talks about her love of history, she references her grandfather who would tell stories about his grandfather back in Ireland. This great-great-grandfather of Alana was a, quote, adventurer and a sailor. Coincidence? Probably not. The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Given how much Ubisoft's open-world titles have influenced The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, it only makes sense that a reference to the infamous Koroks should be in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Head to Malice and scout around on the east side's cliffs. You'll eventually come across a little stone figure with sticks for arms and a leaf for a face. Not quite the adorable Korok holding up its adorable sticks, but it's close enough. This is Sparta. Since your hero in Assassin's Creed Odyssey is a descendant of Leonidas, of course the game starts off with the iconic Battle of 300. You play as Leonidas, learning the various combat mechanics and end up transferring to Cassandra or Alexios when it's all done. The trophy or achievement, This is Sparta, is unlocked after this, but if you'll notice, that's a direct reference to Frank Miller's 300, later adapted to a blockbuster film. You know, the movie that introduced us to a younger, more innocent Zack Snyder as opposed to the one who directed Sucker Punch, Batman v Superman, and so on. KRATOS. The angry Spartan gets his own cave in focus on the Grand Mount Parnassus. The actual cave has some banners with Spartan helms and blood splatters, along with a few dudes to kill. MEDJAY crew. Along with assigning different lieutenants and special lieutenants to your ship, it's possible to deck your crew out in cool looking outfits. One of these outfits looks pretty familiar, essentially a more tattered version of the traditional Assassin's Creed garb. If you guessed that it's similar to Bayek's outfit from Assassin's Creed Origins, you'd be correct. So you can basically have a crew of MEDJAYs along for the ride, which kinda doesn't make sense, but it looks cool.
And that about does it for this video. If you enjoyed what you watched and want to see more from GamingBolt, you can always hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon next to it. That way you will never miss any of our videos.